Okay, one of the biggest things that was going down last year was talking about domestic violence. It's a touchy issue with some people, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little something in it. Put that bug in your ear. Now, it is true that yes, men should not hit women. But it's also true women shouldn't hit men. Now, Whoopi Goldberg on The View had mentioned something, even though most of the girls on The View tried to overtalk her, basically trying to get her to shut up so she doesn't say what she was going to say. But I was so impressed and I was happy as hell that Whoopi Goldberg said what she needed to say. She said that guys are not being raised like they used to be. So bottom line, since men are not being raised the same way as they used to be back in the day when I was growing up, you cannot hold them to the same expectations because they are not taught. As an example, when I was growing up on the East Coast, you know, East Coast South area, we're talking about it was true. Guys were being taught you don't hit women. Excuse me, it's okay to play around, but straight up, you're not violent. But what was funny to me is when I immediately moved over to the West Coast, there was abundance of this mentality that, oh, well, guys can just straight hit women when they wanted to. They didn't care, which I always had a problem with because I'm sitting there like, you don't just beat on a chick for no reason, you know. Now, it is perfectly and abundantly clear that if a woman is hitting on you and you're actually taking shots, guys, you have the right to defend yourself. Like a clip that happened last year was, alright, check this out, right? Was that Subway clip. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, oh boy, I think he was Indian or he was mixed race, and you had this black girl, she was talking a gang of mess about him, right? He calls her a bitch. She starts hitting him with with her stiletto boots. Now, everybody, from what people saw in the clip, was the fact that she hit him with her stiletto boots. He turns around and smacks the fucking shit out of her. First off, I gotta say, it's good on you, dude. Good on you. You should have knocked that bitch off her feet. Now, instantly, some people after me saying that are sitting there like, oh, he was wrong for that. He was wrong with that. He said, and there is report of it, that she made him bleed. He said he snapped after he saw the blood trickling down from his head after she just straight hit him. So bottom line, she got a bunch of jokes. He said one thing about her. She hit him with a stiletto boot. He's bleeding, so he turned around and smacked the fucking shit out of her. Then everybody wants to start brawling and whatever, talking about he wrong, he wrong, he wrong. I was actually happy because when they went to court and everything, or first off, he got arrested, right? They turned around and let him go. Majorly is because of the video. Because of the video, the girl who hit him with the stiletto boot and her friend that hit him with the purse, they both got felony charges. Now, I am not condoning men hitting women just straight up and off right. But at the same time, I don't condone women becoming either overly emotional or think they just have the right to hit a guy when they feel like it. Because bottom line, if you don't want nobody to touch you, don't touch them. We've had a great deal of women who thinking that, oh well, guys are just hitting females because they just want to hit females. The fuck y'all smoking? Not every guy is like that. And then at the same time, some of the scenarios, some of these women are causing these problems And it's becoming abundantly clear year after year how some of these women are wrong as hell. So you know, as an example, just as an example, you know, you're telling me that if you're having heated conversation with your girl and your girl just straight cold cocks you, you're just supposed to stand there? You're supposed to just stand there and take it? You know, like the, a lot of people think back to the Chris Brown Rihanna situation. So many people got on Chris Brown about that, but at the same time, Rihanna wasn't right either. You know, because two things about Rihanna was one, you know what I'm saying? Yes, she was pregnant and everything, but Rihanna has had a documented history, actual paperwork on her violence towards boys. So, in the scenario that they have, regardless of whatever happened in that limo, whether she blew it out of proportion or whatever, whatnot, she started hitting Chris Brown abundantly for no reason. I could care less whether it was a text, a picture, whatever. Women, if your man has a cell phone and he's got something going on in his cell phone, it does not give you the right to hit him. Period. What, you got a picture of a guy that's a friend and whatever, and a guy mistakes him as some boy that's trying to talk to you and whatnot? What, he doesn't have the right to hit you. So why are y'all hitting us? And at the same, and the second point of what I was going to say was the fact that Chris Brown was taking shots. He was taking shots. You know, if a guy is taking shots, there's going to be a tolerance level. There is a tolerance level that once a woman hits, a man is just straight mad as hell. If a man is taking straight blows, hits, he's got blemishes because of these hits. If he turn around and whoop your ass for it, good on him. You may not like it. You may shun the whole idea, but guess what? You need to grow the hell up. If you hitting on a man and he hits you because you're hitting on him, you were in the wrong to start off with. Now, if y'all were playing around, I can understand some things go out of hand too far. Get that. But if you're having a conversation, regardless of the validity of the conversation, it's just like the guy. If a guy turns around and smacks a female just because of a conversation and whatnot, they'll lock him up. But a portion of these women are getting away with straight murder, hitting these dudes. And I'm sorry, y'all, that's just not fair.